Carter increased as the Indonesian atrocities were increasing. They peaked in 1978. Carter's flow of weapons to Indonesia increased.
In 1974, in East Timor, this new government took over, the Fretilin Party, a democratic socialist, pro-independent party. They want self-determination for East Timor, so obviously no one was into it. Australia, the UK, the US, and Indonesia all agreed that East Timor should probably just become part of Indonesia. Self-determination was off the table. In December 1975, Indonesia invaded East Timor. Gerald Ford and Henry Kissinger go over to Indonesia to see the president there, and they tell him that they're totally cool with this. Now, Indonesia at the time held more political prisoners than anywhere else in the world. Ford even warned the president there, if you want Congress to keep approving aid packages for you, you should probably let some prisoners go. And so, after a lot of negotiating, Indonesia announced plans to release 30,000 political prisoners over 3 years. So that quieted Congress enough. 1977, Carter's inaugurated. Meanwhile, Indonesia is committing atrocities in East Timor. Reports coming out alleging 50,000 to 100,000 civilians dead. But the State Department basically dismisses this. The goal was to improve relations with Indonesia, not have them be a pariah state. So the National Security Council, they recommend downplaying East Timor. You have people saying, just focus on the 30,000 political prisoners being released instead. National Security Advisor Brzezinski, father of MSNBC host Mika Brzezinski, is saying that these Southeast Asian countries, like Indonesia, provide a hospitable climate for our investments. Also, the assumption by the Carter administration and others was that East Timor becoming part of Indonesia, that was an inevitability at this point. At the same time, the CIA is saying Indonesia is running out of weapons and they can't really control the countryside of East Timor. In 1978, Vice President Walter Mondale goes on this tour of the region. He goes to Indonesia and offers them 16 Skyhawks. Now fast forward to 2006, the East Timor Truth Commission concluded that 1977 to 1979 was the worst humanitarian crisis in East Timor's history. And the key to Indonesia's assault was aerial bombardment by OV-10 Broncos, F-5s, and Skyhawk A-4 airplanes. By 1981, between 108,000 and 180,000 people died out of a population of 600,000. Massacring civilian populations, wars of aggression, we're talking about war crimes and crimes against humanity. And aiding war crimes, say by supplying fighter jets, can be a violation of the law of armed conflict and also a war crime.